Diana, Princess of Wales, died almost exactly 20 years ago today in a Paris automobile crash at the age of 36. Princess Diana predicted that she would die in a vehicle accident staged by her ex-husband after their toxic marriage crumbled due to his obsessive love for his mistress Camilla, whom he married after Diana died. Since then, interest in her death has not waned, and several conspiracy theories are still being debated 2 decades later. Are you one of the millions of people who have always felt that there was more to Princess Diana's death than meets the eye? If so, you're not alone. In this video, we'll be exploring one of the most controversial and mysterious events of the 20th century, the death of Princess Diana. While the official explanation is that it was a tragic accident, many believe that there's more to the story. In fact, some have gone so far as to suggest that her death was actually an act of treason. In this video, we'll be diving deep into the evidence and discussing the various theories surrounding Diana's death. So, hold your breath and get ready to explore this fascinating yet tragic topic. Was Diana's death really an accident, or was it something far more sinister? Diana and Fayed were doomed by their relationship. It is a widely held belief that their very public relationship between Diana and Fayed ultimately led to their tragic deaths. Following the passing of his son, Mohammed Fayed gained notoriety for initiating his own investigation into the accident, alleging that the British royal family held prejudice against his son due to his Egyptian Muslim background. Fayed asserted that the establishment's motives for discouraging a potential marriage between Diana and Dodi was to prevent Prince William, who was destined to become the future king, and Prince Harry from acquiring a Muslim stepfather. Diana was expecting a child. Al-Fayed allegedly asserted Princess Diana was carrying Dodi's child. His theory was bolstered by a 2003 article in The Independent that cited an unnamed senior French police source who suggested a pregnancy cover-up. But Diana's close friend Rosa Mockton stated that she was with Diana shortly before her death and knew Diana was not pregnant. Diana was not pregnant according to Angela Gallup, a forensic expert who examined Diana's stomach contents as part of Operation Paget, the Metropolitan Police investigation. The flash before the crash. Did someone try to throw off Henri Paul's sense of direction by flashing a light in the dark tunnel? Richard Tomlinson, a former MI6 agent fired by the British security services, informed Mohammed Al-Fayed that the security services intended to kill Slobodan Milovi by shining a light in a road tunnel to cause a fatal accident. This sounds a lot like the Diana theory. But while investigating this theory, Tomlinson went back on what he said at an inquest in 2008, saying that he may have gotten his facts mixed up. A second MI6 witness confirmed to the inquest that such a document had been created, but that Milosevic was not the intended target. He also stated that his MI6 superiors believed the plan was out of the question. The mysterious white Fiat Uno. Another suspect was the driver of the white Fiat that allegedly followed Diana into the tunnel, leaving forensic evidence on the Mercedes indicating the two vehicles had glancing contact, according to the Operation Paget investigation. Conspiracy theorists sought to connect the Fiat to James Anderson, therefore connecting the well-known French paparazzo to the crash scene, saying he was also an MI6 informant. Anderson's claim that he was at home with his wife at the time of the disaster was accepted by Operation Paget. Yet, unexpectedly, Anderson was discovered dead in his car in the French countryside in 2000. Authorities deemed it a suicide, but Fayed and other doubters believed he was murdered for his role in the alleged death of Diana and Dodi. Did someone meddle with the Mercedes seatbelts? Detectives studied evidence that the seatbelt fastening points were filed down, according to British tabloid publications. But then again, cops inspected every inch of the automobile, so it wouldn't be strange to check suspicions about the seatbelts. While much was made of Diana's habit of wearing a seatbelt, she was not wearing one on the night of the fatal accident. The Mercedes was examined by both French and British authorities, and neither identified any mechanical flaws that could have caused or contributed to the disaster. The seatbelt system was not defective. Henri Paul was drunk. It was revealed in the days following the crash that the driver, Paul, was intoxicated at the time of the crash, and many people in his life confirmed he was an alcoholic. Some sources say he had up to 8 drinks before the accident, while others say he had only taken 6. After further investigation, it was discovered that Paul was also taking antidepressants, which may have interfered with the alcohol. Regardless of how many drinks Paul had, his blood alcohol level was 3 times the legal limit. Lost time, lost life. One of the most controversial conspiracy theories surrounding Princess Diana's death suggests that there was a deliberate delay in transporting her to the hospital, which ultimately led to her death. The theory is based on claims that emergency responders took longer than necessary to reach the accident site, and that the ambulance that transported Diana to the hospital deliberately took a longer route than necessary. According to this theory, the delay was part of a larger plot to ensure that Diana did not survive the crash, and that the alleged conspirators, who have been speculated to include members of the royal family and/or the British Secret Services, had time to cover up any potential evidence that could have pointed to foul play. However, this theory has been widely disputed by investigators who have found no evidence of a deliberate delay in response time or ambulance transport. In fact, the French authorities who investigated the crash determined that Diana had received medical attention within minutes of the accident, but unfortunately, her injuries were too severe. British intelligence organizations killed Diana. Mohammed El Fayed, the father of Dodi El Fayed, believes the duo was murdered on purpose. Diana and the younger El Fayed, who had been famously plastered across tabloid publications on their various worldwide journeys, were said to be causing much consternation among the royal family. According to the theory, British intelligence was working behind the scenes to assassinate them. There has never been strong evidence to support these outlandish assertions, and the hypothesis has been discredited in the absence of proof. The crash was caused by the paparazzi. It's a tragic story that still captures the public's imagination. The prevailing conspiracy theory surrounding Princess Diana's fatal car crash suggests that swarms of paparazzi on motorcycles caused the vehicle to collide with a pillar in the Alma tunnel. However, French investigator Judge Hervé Stéphan begs to differ, stating that the paparazzi were actually quite far away from the car and not directly responsible for the accident. But let's not rule out the possibility that the driver may have been speeding to avoid the relentless pursuit, which could have played a role in the crash. To make matters worse, authorities later discovered that Princess Diana was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the accident. This tragic oversight may have worsened her injuries and, sadly, could have contributed to her untimely death. The absent CCTV footage. There were reportedly 14 closed-circuit television (CCTV) cameras installed in the Pont de la Mare underpass in Paris at the time of Princess Diana's fatal car crash in 1997. However, none of these cameras captured footage of the collision, leading to suspicions of a high-level conspiracy. During the investigation, Pascal Poulin, who was the room commander on the night of the crash, stated that his team attempted to use the camera in the nearby Place de la Mare to view the crash site. However, they were unable to see anything as the camera only displayed a blurry yellow light. Despite their efforts to zoom in and manipulate the camera, they were unsuccessful in gaining control of it. Poulin speculated that either another team was already using the camera or it was not functioning properly. This information was documented in the Operation Paget inquiry. In conclusion, the death of Princess Diana remains a controversial and heavily debated topic to this day. While some theories suggest that her tragic demise was a result of a high-level conspiracy, others maintain that the accident was indeed just that, a tragic accident. We hope this video has provided you with valuable insights and information regarding the controversy surrounding Princess Diana's death. If you found this content interesting, be sure to like and share this video with your friends and family. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. And as always, feel free to share your thoughts and opinions on this topic in the comments section below. Thank you for watching.